am here today to give you 10 favorite books from my bookshelf. I am going to give you 10 favorites, but I'm not going to give them in order. That means I'm going to give them to you in random order. It is just too difficult to choose the best book for my shelves, and that is why I just give you a random order. My first favorite that I'm going to show you is Stardust by Neil Gaiman. I have told you a couple of times that I love Neil Gaiman. I could have chosen any book from him. I chose this one just because I haven't been talking about this so far to you, and also it has been made into a great movie. So if you haven't either watched the movie or read the book, you should do it. This is an amazing story. I love the fantasy world that he creates, Neil Gaiman. I have only read this one time, but I feel now that I should really read it again. This is a great book for reading when you are in October or November, when it is getting cold outside and you just need a great story. You have to choose this one. Favorite number 2 is American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. This is a crazy book. I read it without knowing too much about it, but I'm so shocked. I'm still shocked about this book. This is about a man who is a serial killer. But not only is he a serial killer, he kills brutally, really brutally. I'm not going to give away too much about this book, but when it was published back in the days, people were criticizing it because it was too brutal. In the movie adaptation, they couldn't bring all of the scenes just because people didn't want to see this as a movie. But I loved it. I think that Bret Easton Ellis has to be kind of a psycho to write this book. I'm going to give away one little hint. There is a scene in which you have a girl, a tube, a rat, and a whole lot of maze. And I'm not going to tell you anymore, but that is the most freaking crazy scene I have ever read. Favorite number 3, The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. I only finished this book yesterday and it immediately went to my top 10 list. This is an amazing read. I love how Alexandra Bracken writes, and I love how you get drawn into this story world. When I had finished it, I just felt like I need to read the sequel. And lucky for me, the sequel is about to be published. It deals with something traumatic, but in a very interesting way, so that you feel for the characters and you feel like you need to know what is going on. My favorite number 4 is Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling. Of course, the Harry Potter series are also part of my favorite list, but I have not included them in this list just because that is obvious. I'm not going to tell you that I love Harry Potter, because who doesn't? But I am going to tell you that I love this book, which is also by J.K. Rowling. People tend to have mixed feelings about this book. I loved it because J.K. Rowling is amazing at creating worlds. I was just so happy to read about this little community in which you have all different kinds of people. You have the children who are friends and enemies. You have the grown-ups who are, some of them are normal, typical grown-ups, and others are snobbish people who don't want to mingle with other people. I had a friend who read it the other day and she was laughing when she read it, and I was like, well, yeah, it's been some years since I last read it, so I need to read it again because it is both funny and interesting and a really great read. Great book number 5 is actually a series, and that is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Here, and I'm sure you know of them, or at least have watched the movie or something. I didn't know about these books until the movie came out, the first movie. Then I watched the movie and I loved the concept. So I went out and bought the books, and now I have read them. I haven't read the last one yet, but I've read the first 2 and I love them. The books are even better than the movies. The second movie is coming out in November, so if you haven't read these books already, you should definitely read them. I feel like they get better with each book, and the concept is just so frightening and interesting, and it's not something that I've read about before. This is definitely going on my favorite list. The next book is actually the book that I would have picked if I really had to pick just one favorite book. This is a book that I'm also teaching in. I'm asking my students to read this book because this is a really great read, both for teenagers and also for adults. That is The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. This is such an amazing read. I have been rereading this 3 or 4 times now and it never gets boring. This is basically about a boy named This is about a boy named Holden Caulfield who is a teenager and who feels like he doesn't want to attend school. He doesn't want to be surrounded by adults who are all fake. So that is why he escapes school and he goes to New York, where his parents live. However, he doesn't go to his parents until a couple of days afterwards. He's kind of a pessimistic person, but that's what I love about this book, that you have a character which you shouldn't really love, but you do. Also, this main character, Holden Caulfield, lies a lot, so you don't really know if you should trust him or not, but J.D. Salinger manages to make this main character who is lying and who is pessimistic lovable after all. I really recommend this book big time to anyone. This is a book everyone could read. Book number 7. I have Oscar Wilde's The Picture of Dorian Gray. This is not the prettiest cover ever. This is just a cover I got at the university whenever I had to read it, and I found this one. However, the content is really good. This is a macabre kind of story. This is a terrific story, but it is also a kind of a horror story. I love horror stories. I think that's why I like this one. You have this main character, Dorian Gray, who starts out being this normal man, but during the book he starts getting unreliable and he gets scary and he does scary things. I'm not going to tell you how it all ends, but I would definitely read it if you want to read a scary story, which is a classic as well, and Oscar Wilde is just a great author. Book number 8 is also a series, and that is this series. It is the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series. However, I'm not sure that all 3 books are out in America or in England or in your country. The author is Swedish, I think, and that is why I have them, because I live in Scandinavia and we have all 3 books. If you watch the movie, great, but the books are even better. Normally I'm not much into crime. I love to read anything but crime stories. I'm getting fed up with crime. But these stories and these books really took me away. Stieg Larsson has a way of creating characters and writing a suspenseful story that just captivates the readers. Great reads as well. Book number 9 is, well, 9 is my lucky number, and I have chosen The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. I read it some weeks ago and I had heard great things about it and I was not disappointed. Basically, it's about a girl living during the Second World War and how she turns to love books even though she's not that great at reading. The cool thing about this book is that the narrator is death itself. How cool is that? That is the first time I've read a book with that point of view, and it was quite interesting. My final book that I'm going to show you today is actually a series which is Norwegian. I'm not sure if it has been published outside Scandinavia, so I'm sorry about that if you are not able to buy it, but I'm going to show you anyway because I love it. My Battle by Karl Ove Knausgård. This is a series of 6 books and I have all 6 books on my shelves. However, they are too heavy for me to carry, so I'm just going to show you this one. We have this author, Karl Ove Knausgård, and he has basically written a biography of his life. However, it is also a fictional story. So it kind of mingles the real life with the fictional life. He does such a great job. I swallow these books even though there are about 3,000 or 4,000 pages in total. If you are from Scandinavia, you should buy these. That's it. That was my 10 favorites from my bookshelves. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I inspired you to read some of these books because I know I love them a lot. You can always ask me questions if you want to know more about the books. Also, please remember to subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. I think that's it for today. Have a nice day everyone, and as always, happy reading. Bye bye!